Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Shaan 786, and we are back. That's right, we're back to talk that shit. What's going on, homies? Hope you guys are doing good. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Let's see what's going on. Let me see what's going on in the chat. We look good, we sound good. Here we go, Playboys. We are live, episode 128, Playboys. We're here to talk that shit. Xbox and Square Enix. The partnership is getting close. Shit's getting tighter. Pause. The PlayStation fanboys are upset with Digital Foundry right now. We're going to be talking about that. And on top of that, I remember a certain game. Final Fantasy would never ever, number 7 I'm talking about, and 16 as well, would never touch the Xbox Series consoles. We're going to be talking about that, homie. And AI in games. I see some uproar about AI in games, and we can talk about it as well, G's. But hope you guys are doing good. Hit that like button. I know it's a bit early, half an hour early. Next 2 weeks, because it's going to be Christmas Eve, it'll probably be 1 hour later. It'll be like 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll sort it out because of Christmas time, so I'm working a bit different. Yeah, I think in the future, I think in 2026, guys, when it comes to TTMS, I might push it half an hour early, bro, because it'll benefit me easier. Just TTMS, that's it, in 2026. But let me give a shout out to some of the homies in the chat. 1 second. We got the homie Web Day. What's going on, Playboy? Hope you're good, man. Good show as well. Sir Riff a lot as well. What's going on, player? Baron Moores as well. Amazing Neil. Kiss my ass. That's what I gotta say to you. If you wanna say something, punk. Doggy Dog 420, what up, player? Def Leopards in the chat as well. What's good, G? Sandragos as well. What's going on, homie? Hope you well. Kendrick W as well. The Real Kalito, Razor, Imik Kumar, the Cap. What's going on, G? Malcolm, what's going on, homie? Che Walker goes, these pigeon-chested hoes are working them street corners extra. Talk that shit. Bash Editor, what's going on, homie? Isaac Hayes, what up, player? Hope you good, man. We got, who else do we have? Let me see. Far Q UPOS. Hope you well, G. Hope you're doing good. We have Sherwin Williams as well. He goes TTS. You ain't lying about that, player. We're going to be TTS. Let me put my camera a bit down. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. Reforge Head Gaming. That's a classic, no doubt. The mechanic goes early. Yes. I believe moving in 2026, most likely I might push it half an hour early for TTMS. Saldog, what's going on, homie? Onyx to Gaming. Fen Batch, what's going on, homie? Been a minute, Fen Batch. You POS, cooking dinner and drinking fine beers. Oh, shit. That guy's living living the high life. What are you cooking, Fen Batch? Let me know, because I got some lamb chops. Gonna be cooking soon. Real soon. Be Nice is in the chat as well. We got Kenneth William. What's going on, homie? Hope you well. We got Shizno Lee, Oscar Wee. FarQ, we'll talk about that Playboy definitely with the AI stuff. Laminga Da, we got Dave Rizzy in the chat. What up, homie? Hope you're good. I'm doing okay, yeah. I hope you're doing good as well. Jonas the Dad, what's going on? Crispy Rambo, what's going on, G? Hope you're good. Yeah, but you know what's crazy though? This AI stuff, what's going on with lamb chops are amazing, bro. And so that's gonna be cooking tonight. So I think in 2020, like just for your information, guys, in 2026, TTMS I might push it half an hour earlier. It's just gonna benefit me, so I can eat at a good time as well, spend some time with the family. Because sometimes I get my sister-in-law, these like come over as well. So obviously they eat before and the food gets cold as well. So we'll see how it goes anyway. We got Joey Kraken. What's going on, man? WBG, bro. What up, player? Column Prime as well. Hope you're good, G. Yeah, I'm good, Crispy. Let me see what's going on in the chat. You know what it is? I wanted to start with this, but I might just switch it slightly. Now. 1 second. Hit that like button. Do you know what? Is the homie Dirt Griggity in the box right now? Is he in the chat right now? Is the homie Dirt Griggity in the chat right now? Let me know. Are you in the chat right now? I got something for you, Playboy. Let me know. Guys, let me know if he's in the chat. I'm not looking at the moment. But I wasn't gonna start this shit, but I didn't know what, I'll start it with this now. Because a lot of people were talking that shit. A lot of people are sad about Final Fantasy. Primus Gaming, what's going on, G? Hope you well. Because I remember the time when Final Fantasy. Hold on there. 1 second. He's not in the chat. Okay, we'll get to that in a bit. Eamon Burns, what's going on, homie? Do you know what? Let's talk about Final Fantasy and these ponies taking L's. Let's start with that shit. What's going on, Dusty Turtle? Hope you well. Unicorn, what's going on, G? But yeah, Final Fantasy. I gotta say this. I remember when ponies were talking that shit about Final Fantasy. I remember J-Dub looking at the numbers for Final Fantasy. Now, lads, I want to really talk about that because I'm with you guys, 100%. Now, I remember J-Dub out there talking shit as he does. Always talking that shit. Dumb shit, useless shit, pony shit, sticking his chest out in the stables. Have no idea what this man is made of, but it is what it is right now. I remember when the news came out about, when Final Fantasy 16 dropped as well. He said this, he tweeted this shit out. J-Dub City, if you're listening right now, kiss my ass. That's what I'm going to say to you. Square Enix is running back to PlayStation after failing to sell anything Final Fantasy on the box. On the Xbox. And he was not the only one. I remember when we were leading up to 2024, I believe it was. A lot of the PlayStation fanboys, let me just remove this for a second. A lot of the PlayStation fanboys then let me put this. I've got a clip of this shit. Do you know what? I'll make it easier. Big Bad Mo, what up, G? Hope you well. I remember when Jazz was saying, yo, listen to me. Final Fantasy will be coming to the box in the future. Number 7, number 16, and this was surrounding, the game, Tokyo Game Showcase, all of that. But I remember the ponies in the chat were talking that shit. Let me play this clip from Random Jazz. Shout out to them too.
You're on record saying the whole slate is coming. Final Fantasy.
Yep. Not Tokyo Game Show though.
Not a Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, I'll just say that now. Like, if you're expecting Final Fantasy 7, for example, to be announced at Tokyo Game Show, don't expect that this time round. But I think what you'll see is some Final Fantasy, maybe.
Ooh, like Final Fantasy 16?
I don't know exactly what, but you'll see some Final Fantasy which will hint at a broader partnership. So,
what about
really
those,
lucky, maybe you'll be on Game Pass too.
What about those Final Fantasy Pixel remasters?
Dude, I would scream if that was confirmed. I don't know for certain exactly, but Pixel remasters would be a pretty good, pick. Pixel remasters is a dream game for me on Xbox Play Anywhere, because that's something that I will play on my Xbox and my TV. But also, it's a perfect game for a handheld. Not going to drain your battery when it's 2D like that, and also like the cross save stuff. That's a perfect game for that whole scenario. But we'll see what happens. But I wouldn't expect 7 this time around. But I still think.
So I'll say this before I get to the next stuff. When the information was coming out, we know the partnership, which I'll pull up in a bit as well, with Phil Spencer and Sarah and these guys right now. But I remember the you guys remember the shit. I don't need to tell you, but let me remind some of you homies, just in case you forgot, because your boy comes with receipts as well. I remember when Jez was talking about this, even when Phil Spencer made that partnership as well, over the years, talking about, building up the relationship with Square Enix and bringing more games over from that studio. I remember the opponents that are talking shit. You're never going to be getting this game. You're never going to be getting that. Well, who's Jez? Jez doesn't know shit. Jez is full of shit. Do you remember when he talked about the Xbox, blah, blah, blah? All of that shit. He's full of it. How can you believe him? And on top of that, Final Fantasy VII Remake will never, ever come to the box. Now you guys must be asking, Shaan, we need them receipts. We need them receipts. Chia Walker sold 40 million. 40 million players has got. Unit sold. I know the players are. It'll be boosted up as well. But let me pull this shit up. Xbox zoom in extra for these smelly ass holes. As you can see, I'm just looking for one more receipt, then we'll go for it as well. 1 second. Yeah, I got that ready. That's the setup. That is the setup. This is the okie dokie Playboy. In 2024, Reese Holmes. I don't know why people believe Jez Corden. He hasn't been right about any shit. Final Fantasy 16 isn't going to get announced, and the 7 remake trilogy won't be coming to the motherfucking Xbox platform. Look at this shit. Look at the confidence. Sticking the pigeon chest out like they're in the gym or some shit. They can bench like that. Final Fantasy 16 ain't coming, and on top of that, the remake, the trilogy, won't be coming to the box as well. Suck my balls, you Xbox. You know, you gotta admire, the confidence in the PlayStation Nation. You gotta admire them, because, entitled pieces of shits. Reese is one of them guys. Why would they put that shit on the box? It does not make any sense to me. It's never coming, and Jez is full of it. That's the type of shit they've been talking about. And what's crazy about this, when even Phil Spencer did that crazy handshake I think it was last year or some shit, or earlier this, I can't remember now. Time is flying. And they said they're going to be bringing more games to the to the Xbox platform. It might be stupidity. 9 Lives, you might be right. Stupidity, that's 100%. You might be right. But I do feel like it's confidence as well. That's what I feel like. On top of that, it can be both. We'll call it 50-50. Incompetence, I don't know what it is right now. We need to find a special word for these punk ass bitches. Is it pony dance? Is it impony dance? No, pony. Let's make a term or something. Let's make some shit up on the spot. Come up with some words. Come up with some words or some shit. Combine the two words together so we know what the ponies are about. But let's continue. He was not the only one. This guy named Kuriki. At this point, the game has never come into the box. It's been almost 5 years and still nothing. Now, he might be upset something, but I'm going to roast his punk ass. Still. At this point, the game has never come into the box. It's been 5 years. 5 years. And let's move it once more. Let's go to another receipt. They are delusional. Sal, you Xbox sure were quick to you Xbox sure were quick to keep saying Final Fantasy 7 is coming and that is changed. Oh shit. Yo, listen to me. Yo, Sal, all I gotta say is,
nigga, you never know you're gonna need some Vaseline, my nigga.
that's right, the homie. Listen to the homie there. When was this? This is September 2024. That's right, Web Dave. Jonas Sedan, facts. Web Dave, talk that shit. Let me get a super chat from the motherfucking homie Prolific. What is he saying right now with the two? Shaan is doing Shaan is doing an award show. The Clappies. What do you mean by that, Prolific? Elaborate. Go on. Elaborate. Like, what are you talking about? The Clappies. Bitch. You POS. Shout out to you, homie. Shout out to you. Now we know, since these guys are talking that shit, that these games are not coming, that, Final Fantasy was never going to be coming. Let me share this shit here right now. That's right, Xbox Zoom in Extra. You can see Phil Spencer's face and Sarah Bond. And, the director. All I gotta say is, homies, let me 1 second. Let me have some water. Let me have some water. These ponies were having a field day in 2024. It's because it's that entitlement. We need to find a name for that shit. We'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. Now we know the director, Hamaguchi. I think I'll just say his name. Phil Spencer and the awesome Sarah Bond. What up, Playgirl? Microsoft headquarters with a close partnership between Square Enix and Xbox as Final Fantasy VII Remake launches soon on the platform. Final Fantasy VII's here, players. You know, that was a title. And you know what? Shout out to Phil Spencer and the team as well, and Sarah Bond and these guys for making Square Enix a relationship like that to bring them games over. Because them games they are big games. They might not sell like that anymore. But they got the name is like been around for 25, 30 plus years, bro. So, you know, it's not a small title in terms of the name or something. Final Fantasy, everybody knows, one of the OGs. You know, when it comes to the RPGs, turn-based style and that. But what's crazy to me is that when Phil Spencer was making them deals, handshakes, Las Vegas, what's going on Grey Fox, what's going on Jubei, when they were making them deals, the PlayStation fanboys still said the games won't come. Final Fantasy isn't going to be coming. Now, I'm not going to say, like, Jez Corden, for example, when he was talking about more games will be coming, that guy's got a better record and he knows more information than the Joe Blog in the streets. Simple as. He knows better than most of us, bro, the information. Is he 100% right? Not always. But 90% of the time would say he knows his shit. Like he knows the bits and bats what's coming on. Come on, guys. Let's be real. But the way the ponies are talking that shit, man, this is never happening. Ha ha ha, you bots. 5 years later, you still ain't getting the game. Piss off. Now, the game is coming. Now, all the Square Enix games will be coming as well in the future. That's where we are right now. And that was a 10-pole title for PlayStation. If you go back to the PlayStation 4 gen, that was 100% one of them games that, oh shit, exclusive, only on the PlayStation. That's where we are right now. Now, we know 16's out. We know Final Fantasy 7, the demo's out. Let me see if the demo's out. Let me see if I can see something. Because I did see something funny. Guys. 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Because you're going to like this shit as well. Did I save it? Did I save it? 1 second, guys. Yeah, they will be crying now. You know what they're saying right now, guys? The game is 5 years old, but you pieces of shit said the game is never coming. It will never touch the box. Shit, it's on the Nintendo Switch too as well. Let me see the shit, yeah. Oh shit, let me play this shit. Here. You know what it is, Jubei? I'll leave this here for now. I don't know if you guys can. I can't hear that. I don't know if there's any volume or not, but I'll leave that for 1 second. 1 second. You know what it is? It's what when you're like the dominant market console and you're used to making them deals. That's what you do. And Square Enix always trying to make them deals, trying to say, you know what, we need to get funded for this game, and here we are. The game is available for Nintendo Switch and Xbox as well. Shout out to them. The games are coming. But you know what's funny is it's the biggest game for PlayStation, guys. Shaan, talk about the developer of China Hero Project being bullied by PlayStation. I'm not saying that. I don't think I've seen it. If you're on Twitter, send me the DMs, bro. We can talk about it. You know, if you get time to it, let me know. You know what's crazy about this? When it comes to like Final Fantasy, I know some of you guys have been here for a hot minute as well. That was a shit talking point. And on top of that, last year they were still talking that shit. The game is never coming. Still saying that shit. Even with the handshakes, the information, the Square Enix and all that crazy partnership, still was not going to be coming to the box. Now the game's available. slowly but surely, all of them time exclusives, or you can call them console exclusive games back then partnerships, breaking down one by one, slowly but surely. You know, when certain games like Kingdom Hearts and all them type of games, slowly but surely, as time goes on, that barrier is breaking down. Them time exclusive games they loved, that PlayStation needed to carry, like, move forward until the main flagship titles or the studios are ready to drop a game. That's what's happened right now. They don't have them games anymore. They relied heavily on them games back then. And we always talk about the Xbox One gen, the Xbox 360 gen, that having only like 5 studios, bro. Like, listen, it's not good. When you buying time exclusive, or you buying paying for exclusives and all that stuff, global publishing exclusives, sometimes it can bite you in the ass. And we know how the future is right now with some of the games that are going everywhere. But on top of that, Final Fantasy, Square Enix, and I believe in the future, more games. I feel like, you know what? We know the well-known studios, the Square Enix and all these guys right now, they're done. Especially Square Enix. No more was it the Final Fantasy. Music? You can check out the demo. I think the demo's out right now. Check it out, guys. Them exclusive, the time exclusive, are long gone right now. You ain't gonna be seeing that shit. Ultelka, what's going on? Music, what's up? Moving forward, I reckon the deals you're gonna see right now is the smaller developers. If it's in China, or maybe I don't know, smaller developers. Like, for example, we know a game like Replaced. It's a console exclusive first. Do you know what I mean? So, like, you're gonna get titles like that, but the big boys out there, slowly but surely, they're falling apart, and they'll be coming to every game will be coming to all platforms. You know what's funny about the Final Fantasy stuff though? And I don't think Jube's gonna like this part. Where are we now? I've seen some Nintendo fanboys talking that shit. Absolutely talking that shit. Let me pull this up. 1 second. Exit this. Go back. Let me see the chat. 1 second. If there's any chat there. 40 million. Chio, I'm just sending out Chio. Shout out to you, Playboy. You know what's crazy? Let me pull this shit up. Where are we now? We know that's there. Because it's funny how I'm looking at these Nintendo dudes. Bro, they're talking shit. Jube, do you know this dude? Let me know. Shaan, I haven't seen anyone mention that you can buy games. Yeah, do you know what's funny about that? When I logged into the app today, it actually said you can access the store or something now. Like, you can buy or some shit. It popped up today. I don't know if you could buy it. I can't remember if you could buy it or not. But I did see it today. Now, Super Metal Dave is... So I'm assuming this guy's like Super Mario 64. That's the way he's got his name. He's talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I'm sorry. Listen to me. Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know if that's the same dude. Nintendo God. I'm not sure. But dude's talking about he played Final Fantasy Remix, on the Switch 2 last night. He goes, the Switch 2 port plays perfect. And this is the funniest shit. And has near identical assets to the PlayStation 5 version. The Switch 2 could be preferred over the PC, the PlayStation 5, and the Xbox Series X. Look at this shit! Due to Switch 2 being the only port that has no frame time pacing issues. My Nintendo brothers out there, listen to me. Listen to me. Please. And I believe the game is 30 FPS as well versus 60 as well. So that's a different point there as well. It's a PlayStation 4 game as well, that's right. But please, stop going out there acting like the Nintendo Switch 2 is a fucking powerhouse. Like, please stop this shit. I need you guys to stop this shit. Joey, that's, you know what, you reminded me. Yes, you just reminded me now. Joey. No, 1 second, Joey. Joey's pissed me off now. Yeah, Joey's pissed me off now. Joey, I need you. I need you.
Are you taking a pic of me because I'm so cute?
Tell them punk ass kids to stop capping for the Nintendo Switch 2 like it's a powerhouse or some shit. Stop it. I don't want to hear that shit anymore. Just enjoy the game. Don't come and talk about, yes, we got the power, baby. It's the best place to play, baby. It plays perfect. No frame pace issues and all that shit. Stop it. Tell them punk ass kids. You know, Joey, you know, when it comes to parties, I don't play that shit. Doesn't matter. You know, where's this clip? This is me here. Fucking pick fucking shit up. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Me here. This is Joey.
That's why I turned around.
Joey. Boom. That's the shit I do. If I'm at a Nintendo Switch party, kiss my ass. But yeah, let me get back to this image. Listen, please stop it. Please stop it. Yo, he's got the PlayStation 5 up there, bro. Look at this shit. Nintendo Switch 2. Let me see what this guy says. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yo, wait, hold on. Oh, shit, he's on a 5090. He's talking about a 5090 now. Listen to me. Yo, this dude, is this that Nintendo God guy? Let me know. Is this him? Has he changed his name or some shit? Who screamed like that, bro? Duck or deaf. When that shit hit one of the kids, bro. Shit. What's going on, Carl Weeb? What's up? How's that A button going? Now, this guy's talking about 5090 as well. He goes, he's got a 5090. Obviously, the frame pacing is not good on the PC with that GPU. I don't know what to say anymore. Yeah, I believe it is, yeah. And John. I don't know what to say anymore. MD with a 2. And the lie detector proves that it's a lie. Talk that shit, MD. What's going on, bro? Shit. Call me, you know, have you been letting the kids play with it or some shit? Or have you been eating some Cheetos or some shit that the A button's all messed up? I'm surprised mine's alright, because mine seems alright at the moment. It seems alright at the moment, but let's see. I'll let you know, bro, if mine messes up as well. You know what's funny about this? Nintendo, please just stay. I don't know, Nintendo guys. Just stay in your own lane. Don't talk about the power. Now you're talking about frame pacing issues that it runs best on the Nintendo Switch 2. It looks identical as well to the PlayStation 5. I need you guys to stop. Let me look at some of the comments. 1 second. Well, Nick Marcel goes, yeah, that shit's not. It doesn't run at 60 FPS. Yo, this guy's talking about overhead. Yo, call me. You see this shit? Yo, call me. Do you see this shit? He goes, it makes me wonder how much overhead the. Yo, I've seen this guy talking about overhead. Yo, this guy thinks he's got so much power, but oh shit, come on, bro. He's talking about, you know, the overhead and all that shit. Come on, stop it. Shit's funny, bro. Yo, that shit's funny, bro. Let me see this 1 second, bro. You know what it is? Let me see. That's this guy, yeah. Bro, I don't know what's wrong with these Nintendo dudes right now. Oh, shit. 1080p, 1520p, 60 on the PlayStation 5. Oh, shit. It's exposed them. Oh, shit. Digital Foundry's talking that shit. Let me pull this shit up.
Kind of cherry pick select boss battles.
the base PS4 and PS4 Pro before it, we have a perfectly flat 30 FPS line on PS5 as well.
Oh
All
shit.
this, of course, is despite a huge ramp up in native pixel output from the machine to give us a true 4K output. Using an advanced save, I've kind of cherry-picked select boss battles to stress test the Unreal Engine at its core, and unsurprisingly, there's barely a single frame drop throughout multiple hours of capture.
Oh
The
shit.
graphics mode is flawless in its delivery. At least from testing so far, there's no hiccup. The bombing mission leading to the Scorpion boss flies through, as do all the volumetric heavy later missions. And of course, the intermission DLC also has no issue hitting this 30 FPS line either. There's really not much more to say on this one, except that it's mission accomplished from Square Enix from what I've tested so far. Of course, the other side of the coin is PS5's performance.
Yo, these guys are crazy, bro. But oh shit. You know I'm gonna stop this shit. I'll say this. Donny, that's the one, bro. What is it on Doctor? I got no idea, bro. But you know the way people coming out about power. And you know when Nintendo Switch 2 launched, they were talking that shit about power. It's on par. It's right up there. You got guys coming out talking that shit. Now, one of my mates has got a Nintendo Switch 2. I know it's Mario Kart World and all that shit. I showed some of the homies when they were playing on like a 100-inch screen or something. Shit looks amazing. Like, you know, on a big TV, bro. Shit looks dope on that. But, you know, I would never... Like, here's the thing. The point I'm going to finish this point and we'll move along. I would never ever make a claim to come and say like, the Series X is out there on par with a 5090. Now, we know ponies have done this shit with a 4090. We know that shit. Ponies do that shit. But I would never ever come out and talk about, yes, the Series X is on par with a 5090. The frame pacing issue is better than a 5090, blah, 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 and all that stuff. The graphics is identical to a 5090. Like, come on. Just stop that shit. All you need to say is, I'm glad such a game has come, and I'm glad the game looks good for what it is, for the hardware, and leave it as that. Don't come and make a claim that, yo, even the 5090 has a pacing issue. Shit, the graphics are identical to the PlayStation 5 as well. And maybe it's a possibility that it's the best place to play on the Nintendo Switch 2 versus PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. That's the shit I'm talking about. That's me, yeah. I'll tell Sir Riffler, that was me. I'm sure that kid was a Nintendo fan and a PlayStation fan, so... Anybody, listen to me. Listen to me. What is it? Shit.
Because anybody can get it.
That's right. We don't play that shit. You know, but it's not about the stutters. Like, it's crazy to me how they trying to put it up there. And you got like some of the Nintendo guys trying to put it up there now. You got like some PlayStation guys putting it up there. Yes, 4090, baby. The PlayStation 5 Pro is a 4090 killer. I don't make that shit up, bro. I don't make that shit. Do you know what? Do I have a clip of that shit? 1 second. Let me see if I can find that clip. 1 second, guys. Let me see if I got a clip of that. Do I still have a clip of that shit, bro? Let me see. I need to start putting shit in the folder. I guess. No, I must have put it somewhere else. I need to find that shit. That should be funny, bro. Let me see if I find that clip. No, the one there. It's in the new folder. No, I don't think it's in the new folder. I'll find it one of these days. But yeah, that's the shit I'm talking about. They're coming out claiming that shit. Let me see. What's this shit here? Oh, shit. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Anyway, listen to me. Oh shit, come on, Jube. Jube's doing some deep bad shit. We got blank 964. What's going on, player with the 5? It was these Nintendo drones that do not say anything to defend them wouldn't have survived in the GameCube days when the media used to roast Nintendo. You ain't lying about that, bro. Like I said, when it came to the GameCube, bro, it was an... Because Nintendo's always trying to do something different, you know? Trying to keep this shit... Because I've heard stories about what Nintendo used to do, trying to keep this shit, like cartridge, exclusive. You know how they were saying you only can sell Nintendo products and all that stuff, will blacklist you. And because it's all in-house money. Some gangster shit. Trust me, there's some crazy stories about what Nintendo used to do. I mean, like some gangster shit. Yakuza shit. That's the way I'll put it. How they used to handle business. But obviously, as time went on, they kept struggling because the old ways were... It never used to stick like that. But they were so used to keeping this shit in-house. Everything used to be in-house. Made sure that that's why they were killing it back then. That's how Sega got his ass whooped as well. On top of when PlayStation come, but shit. You know, I'm glad, like, it's good. Let me just make this a small slide top. No, I'll change this slightly as well. No, I'll leave it as it. But it's good, like, when competition comes, it opens up the gate. And I reckon if PlayStation never entered the market for the console, man, Nintendo will be doing some wild shit. Blank will know this, bro. I've read some stories. I heard some stories. Some of the shit they used to do, some gangster shit. Because you know when you mess with people's money, I'll leave it as that. That's the level they were on back then, guys. Make sure everything was in house. They supplied it. You do this. You do that. That's the level them punk ass bitches were on. Juby goes, gaming would have been better off if PlayStation never entered gaming. I don't know about that, Juby. I'll be honest with you, bro. Because, listen, you know, I roast PlayStation, but when the PlayStation 1, you know, and all that shit came out, bro, like, they moved to this, you know, the CDs, and it made a big difference, bro, with the games. Cutscenes and all that, like, realistic cutscenes. Games were, like, going beyond the level. Like, come on, bro. Realistic graphics. Like, these type of games were awesome, bro. You know, it did push the, you know, the gaming shit forward. Name one positive thing that PlayStation have brought to the gaming. Ponies. Oh! Anyway, let's get to the shit. I got one more stuff. What's this Netflix stuff, bro? That's just Netflix stuff. You know what? Let me just look at the chat 1 second. Let me see if the homies have got something in the chat. There we are, bro. Anyway, let me pull this shit up 1 second. Where are we now? We're here is 3851 AI. You know what? Let me pull this read this super chat and go from there. Call me with a 5. People, shout out to you, Playboy. People hate Microsoft being in the gaming, but keep in mind, Sony was the Microsoft of era when PlayStation launched. Sony was a dominant tech company back then. You know what's crazy about it? A lot of people don't remember this. I don't know if it's called me and you, like, I think you, what, 2 years younger, a couple of years younger than me, but everybody who grew up in the 90s, bro, I love it when you watch old movies, even like when you watch like all like Stranger Things or like Welcome to like certain shows when they go back there, Sony was up there, bro. Sony hardware was the shit. Speakers, cassettes, car players, you know, stereo, you name it. Yeah, it's 2 years, but you know what I mean. Mini displays, when they tried to bring out mini displays, Walkman and all that crazy shit. Sony was on top of that shit. They were like the flagship people back then. I don't know what went wrong along the way. Well, I kind of know when it comes the audio visually 100% computer. Like, I would say what went wrong with them is when competition come. Because I remember who came and kind of disrupted the market, like start pushing through. With Samsung, LG came as well on top of that. And I remember the prices, they start coming in and kind of break. I'm talking about the TV side of it as well. in the mobile phones. You know, like Sony Ericsson. Like you remember the mobile phones, Sony Ericssons. I remember like this guy, one of my mates having a Sony Ericsson. Shit was like £800 or some shit. It was something stupid back then. All them, you know, them crazy phones, them tiny ass phones. The Ivor was dope, bro. Ivor is dope. But like, I felt like I remember when the shift started to happen, where you got these other guys coming into it a bit. Then Apple came on the scene properly, yeah. Digital age killed. Yeah, that's a good one. iPod was definitely one of the. Yeah, iPod was definitely one of them as well. But you can see the decline slowly start going down when Samsung, LG, and these guys were coming in and start like fucking up the market a bit, and other people I can't remember now as well at the time with certain products because they were coming in like the Ericsson, you know, stuff like that. Because I remember like my mate had that shit, and them phones were expensive back then. Nokia was the dog's bollocks as well, you know, back then as well. But I'm the 8210 and all that shit was expensive back then. But I think it was just when more competition comes on, this is what I say, and I know people disagree with me on this part as well. When more competition comes, when somebody's dominant for a long time, prime example, we know all of us, majority of us guys are OLED fans. OLED, we are OLED fans, you know, TVs, 100% on the TV side of it. Obviously, that's why Sony started doing it. That's why Samsung started putting using the panels as well. And, you know, other people, Philips as well over here, Panasonic as well over here. I'm sure you guys have got Panasonic over there. But we normally get the main Panasonic over here as well. And other companies as well, like Hisense as well. But slowly but surely, when you got the guys coming at the lower end again, because that's what it is. When LG and Samsung came into the TV spot, it messed up the competition. Like, I mean, it messed up the big boys. Where the big boys are out of price, and you get, like I say, example, like a 42-inch plasma. A Sony 42-inch plasma might have cost, say, 3K, for example. And then you got a Samsung coming in for like 1,500 or some shit, for example, I'm giving you. And that's where we were. They're messing up the market, giving these guys competition. And that's what's happening right now with Hisense, TCL. I feel like them two are the main guys right now, kind of interrupting the market. And that's why you got guys like Samsung, Sony, LG, got like lower end TVs as well right now. Trying to hit that market, trying to compete in that market. And you know what? I always say this competition is great. Better for us, more value for us, guys. The Sanyo TV, yeah, they still got a Sanyo TV. And that's the beauty about this, guys. More competition, it interrupts the market, bro. And they come with a price point. And the reason why guys like, I'll give you an example because I listened to this person a while ago. The reason why guys like, I don't know, I'm sure this was legit as well because he does reviews on TVs as well. So he's got a good following. The reason why guys like TCL can come in at a crazy price point and give me a good solid TV for a price is because apparently the government in China, it kind of offsets them. So when they're in the negative, whatever they're in debt, like for example, like TCL's in debt, say 1 billion yen or something like that, wherever the Chinese currency is, they'll offset that. Where in South Korea, well, LG and I believe Samsung, the government doesn't kind of wipe it off for them. So they got to make profit, and Sony and these guys. But with TCL, if you didn't make that much, we'll wipe it off for you. Apparently, that's how they've kind of beaten these dudes in that department. When it comes to the 75 inches and the 85 and the 98-inch TVs, that's why they can hit that market. So, listen, you know, competition is great and it's better for us because it brings the prices down. The OLED prices right now, you get a C model, you get even a B model is still a great OLED TV. You can recommend a B level entry to OLED. Well, you can call it entry level, but shit, still a great TV. Then C, G, wherever you want to go after that. But come on, they still use the Scott. Hey, yo, they use the Scott. Oh shit, come on. You remember you used to get the Scott adapters, connect your AVs into it. Shit. The homie with the 5. Harvard Business has a good article on Sony decline. refusal to adapt to the changing technology and business model. Same thing they are doing with the PlayStation 5. And do you know what, Colby? I would love to see. Do you know what? One day we might have to watch a video or something on YouTube. I'm sure somebody will have a decline with like what happened to PlayStation. You know, when it comes to the tech overall. Now, let me pull this up, Colby, because that's untrue. Samsung and LG are massively subsidized by South Korean government. They also make it highly efficient to manufacture and look how tight the supply is. So I would say this, Colby. I think when it comes to the TCL, I think they completely wipe it off, though. Do you know what I mean? No matter what debt you're in, they'll give you 100% clean slate. Where I think LG and Samsung still got something to pay. I'm certain that's what it was, bro. Something like that. The guy who reviews TVs, bro. You know, I think that's what it was, bro. They completely wipe it off. No matter what it is, they completely wipe it off. I think when it comes to Samsung and LG, they still gotta pay something, you know, out of their pockets or something. Or be careful, be more careful. I'll keep it as that. Well, no one is going to make that video to the eyes of everyone. Sony's selling and doing all that things, right? Yeah, Joey, I'm sure there'll be something like what happened to the hi-fi decks and all that shit, Walkman. What happened? I wonder. That'll be interesting to see that shit. But adapting to the future, which I really believe is part of the future, no matter what happens. Let's talk about this AI stuff right now. Let's talk about this AI. Now we're talking about the future, adopting the future. I'll say this. Now there's a lot of stuff going on with AI, and apparently, well, I think there's another article which I'll pull up in a second as well, because I need to find this shit. 1 second, because I've got it here. Have I got it here? I got it here as well, just in case. But it's AI stuff. Xbox zoom in. Now, Gene Park. Let me have some water. He talked about this expedition. The team is talking about using AI freely, and obviously one of the most awards. AI. I see a lot of people getting upset with this shit now. Now, since Expedition has broken records, Game of the Year winner, which is well deserved in my opinion. Definitely a Game of the Year, quality. Game was like budget was $10 million as well. I know Joey has a hard time believing that shit, and there's a possibility. Joey, I listened to that shit. I wouldn't be surprised if they took a hit, but hey, Joey, look where they are right now, bro. Do you know what I mean? Now, when it comes to the AI stuff. I've seen a lot of people kind of like jumping on this shit right now. Oh my god, I can't believe they're using AI. And these dudes were, because Larian Studio confirmed as well. I think a lot of people got upset with Divinity as well. Because obviously they're using AI to kind of explore, flesh ideas and make it much easier. Let me pull this shit up. Now, I'm not going to go into the article, but the low-cost creative revolution. And I want to ask you guys in the chat as well. Xbox zoom in there. I know as time goes on, AI, when we go to the shopping centers, right, when we go to the supermarkets right now, they got self-catering tills. Less people, they're more just stocking up now. We know shit is changing as time goes on. We know that, guys. We know this. But AI, there's something that I would say if they use it right, and I believe something like Larian Studios is going to use it as well. They're saying Expedition has kind of used it as well. Or kind of, I've seen 2 articles, but I'll get to that second part. If they can use it as a tool, that's right, as a tool, why not use it? 100% Lindy. That's what I was just going to go with. If they have the AI capabilities there, bro, access to it, and it can help them develop a great game, reduce cost, time, make the game more fresh or give fresher ideas or something unique about the game, I'm all for it. I'm all for it, you know, but it's if to use it correctly. But obviously, you know, big companies, it's gonna come to a point where they're gonna use it heavily, and it's gonna hurt people. 100%. Creators, graphic, you know, artists, and all that stuff. And I've seen a lot of people getting a bit upset because Larian got a bit of smoke when it came to a Divinity trailer and all that stuff. They kind of exploded using AI. Then Gene Puck pulled out this article, this tweet as well, that Expedition kind of used the AI as well for certain elements. And see, games are taking too long. Studios are closing down. And I think it's, you're living in cuckoo land if you don't think AI is going to be part of the future in a lot of stuff. Movies, games, I don't know what's next, home fucking devices, you name it. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Terminator 2 is happening, that's all I know. Skynet's coming. You know, that is part of the future, guys. But I noticed this though, like, see, some people are disappointed, like this girl named Syra. She goes, this is so disappointing. It makes sense, or so why, like, it makes sense to them. But you have to admit it using AI. But if it's a great game, a game of the year kind of a winner, I don't see that being a problem then. Now, the biggest thing like Call of Duty, you're right, is when it comes to abusing the AI. Abusing the AI. That's where we are right now. But we heard about Expedition being a $10 million game, a small agile team, and they managed to, you know, drop the game of the year. That's it. We can leave it as that, bro. It's the game of the year. That's it, winner for 2025. And that team, they're saying they used it. Some said they didn't use it. I'll pull up the article in a bit. But I'm saying, just in general, it's just crazy though. Like, I know where you're coming from, Jube. I'm 100% with you, bro. But the thing is, it's gonna be part of the future. That's the problem, man. If we can embrace and use it right, like governments like I was gonna say this, I reckon the government should do something with it where they can't abuse it to that point. That's what they need to do. Use it for benefits here and there, make it do bug tests, make it do this, make it do that type of stuff. But don't let it come and replace, you know, human beings in that sense when it comes to work. If it's in gaming industry, if it is factories or something, you name it, don't let them abuse it like that. Let them assist it. They got to use it in a certain way. And I think if they can mandate that somehow, somewhere, the government or across the world, then I think a lot of people will be happy-ish. Not 100% happy, but happy-ish. Yeah, like Jubi, I talked about this. Then back in the days, they used to be pumping out 24/7, and you heard me say, bring back the crunch in some way, some shape, or you know, some way of like, from you know, just bring it back in some way, you know. But it seems like it's not gonna be happy, bro. It's not gonna happen, bro. And I see a lot of people upset with this now. Oh, this is unfair. Why did Expedition win Game of the Year? It used AI or something, but apparently it didn't use AI like this. So this kid named Ilya goes, Expedition Director, I'm not going to say his name, Brioche said, Brioche, said they're strictly against using the created AI, but you won't see this account like this share articles. So these guys have said no. See, one saying yeah, one saying no. This guy's talking about Switch 2. Stop it. Stop it. Let me see. Let me go on this account. Oh shit. What is this shit? Let me go on this shit. Let me see if Gene Parker replied back. My genuine take on this is someone in game dev is that people just don't understand the last part of the quote in Gene's tweet. Reference tool suits. Yeah, plugins. Bro, we know this Unreal Engine 5 is all the plugins, all that crazy shit. Yeah. Yeah. So what? Yeah, they're right. So she's talking. She's talking about this AI usage in the Unreal Engine 5 that's available. Okay, that makes sense now. Now I was thinking about Gene Pog. And I think that's what it is right now. You know, when it comes to like just in general, is they're talking about. I believe Arc Raiders did use some AI. You know, I can't remember what they used it for, if it's the art style or something or ideas. But I think in the future you're gonna see it kind of integrated into the engines, which you're seeing right now, which is in the Unreal Engine. The art sets are available right now in Marketplace. So that's where we are right now. I don't see. It's a bit of a difficult one because I'm not in that industry. Excuse me. I'm not a developer. We don't see that side of it. But I just hope in the future they use it in a way that it can bring down the time, not replace people. And I really do believe the government needs to put something on that shit. Mandate something that you can't do that. You can't abuse it or something. Because you know, Microsoft, Google, Apple, you name it, whoever the top, NVIDIA, all them top boys, they're after that shit. They want to be the number one people in that shit. And it's not only these guys, it's the movie industry as well. They're going to be going full out as well. Shit. That's going to be wild, bro. AI, man. Now, 1 second, guys. Let me see this shit, yeah. Let me see this shit. 1 second. The world is AI. Joey goes, the world is AI. No shit, Joey. Shit's wild in now, bro. Shaan might be already AI. Shit, they'll never get me AI, bro. Talk that shit! I don't know, bro. Who knows? Who knows? You know what's funny, though? Talking about AI. Apparently, everybody claims this person's AI because the way he writes some crazy shit on Twitter right now. Now, let me pull this shit up. 1 second. What's going on? Rocky-san, what's going on, Playboy? Hope you well. We got Digital Foundry. Now, I think some of you guys may disagree, but listen to me. There's more to it than what it is. Now, Digital Foundry has ranked the 10 best looking games in 2025. And the list is Doom the Dark Ages is number 1. Number 1! And you know that's an Xbox game. Followed by AC, Piss Stranding, Dying Light, Ghost of Hote, Metro Prime, Mafia, Silent Hill, F, and Routine, and whatever the shit is, yeah? So them are the games they're talking about. But someone was unhappy. Since Doom the Dark Ages on Xbox IP won 2025 Best Graphic, Best Showcase in gaming, your boy Nib out here decided to go crazy. Nib AI. What are we doing here, Playboy? You know what's funny? When it benefits them, they use Digital Foundry. They use that shit. When it benefits them. Digital Foundry is number 1 then. But when it doesn't benefit them, when you see shit like Doom the Dark Ages on Xbox IP being number 1, I've got to disagree with you guys right now. I'll show you now, Colby. He had this to say. Digital Foundry posted top 10 best graphic games of the year list, and it's the first time ever I strongly disagreed with that top pick. Doom the Dark Ages has no motherfucking business to be number 1, bitch. It's polished, it's well optimized, and solid looking. But come on, guys, this is a bullshit. Nah, he goes, I think we get to a point where fuck this shit. Let me get past this point here, dumbass. Talking about the PC optimized. No, fuck that shit. Let me see this shit. There we go. Oh shit, now we know. Piss Stranding 2. We should have known. I should have known it was a PlayStation IP. We should have known. Death Stranding 2 may not have ray tracing, but it has no other state. But it has other state of art aspects, some of which Digital Foundry touched on, such a mind-blowing environment dynamism, including what? But what the fuck? This guy man's crazy, bro. Okay, it has forest fires, the city-sized one, desert storms, snowstorms, extreme rain causing. Bitch, we're looking at rocks here. We're watching a guy deliver parcels. The guy works for UPS. And I knew it. We should have known he was gonna say Death Stranding 2. We can say the same shit about Hellblade if you wanted to do last year. Or this year. Well, it's been released this year as well. I'll say this. Yeah, Jubi, they hate Xbox. We should have known that he's gonna say Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 2 should have been the #1 game. Tough shit. Because what Doom does some crazy shit. And look, I'm not the biggest Doom fan. But I played the game. And the game looks good. But a lot of crazy shit is happening. Now, did I play it on the PC or something? No. So I'm assuming Digital Foundry is looking at the PC side of this as well. I mean, look at that game. What's going on in that game? All that craziness, all of that non-stop action. Flying on dragons, fire, this, that, demon bitches coming after you. You name it. Yeah, I know that, Joey. That's what I brought it. They could have brought it 2025 as well. But that's what I'm talking about. Doom is that type of game. There's a lot going on with it. And it looks that good. Shit. You know, when you play certain games, I understand like Hellblade 2 looks incredible. But we know how that game is though. It's not crazy. There's not crazy shit going on non-stop 24/7 like a Doom game or something. We understand that. Shit, even Indiana Jones was a great looking game. I think they give that like a top. Was that not a 2024 game? I can't remember anyway. But a great looking game. But I think because it doesn't fit the narrative, how is this possible? A Doom Slayer, this, that, a game that does. You know, id Tech is amazing, bro. That engine is amazing, what it does. But there's so much going on right now, you gotta give it credit. But when there's not much going on, you talk about, let's look at rocks and snow and all that bullshit, come and stop it. It's the overall package you're looking at. That's the thing, Carl Weeb. It's all of the ray tracing shit. And obviously, whose fault is it not being on PC day one? It's not their fucking fault. They compared it to the best games, playing on simple, tough shit. If it was on the PC day one, then maybe you come with a full ray tracing bullshit, global illumination, whatever you want to call that BS, and go for it. I'm certain that Carl, you got a PC, bro. You know what's up. Some of you guys got a good PC. You put that ray tracing shit on, shit's looking fucking fire, bro. You know that. But Nib, come on, bro. Assassin's Creed was a good looking game. Shit. That's what makes me laugh, bro. Is when it doesn't benefit them. Shit is wild, bro. I've got one more stuff down to close it out. Yeah, I'm certain Indiana Jones was the 2024 best looking game. I'm certain, because that is a good looking game though, bro. A great looking game. Indiana Jones was a good game, bro. I really liked it. Really enjoyed that game. I was surprised. Is Blade using id Tech, Shaan? Guys, is Blade using id Tech? I think so. I don't know. Let me know, guys. I'm not sure. I love, bro, Indiana Jones. What a game that was. Just like that took me back to like the movie experience games. You know, when you play them movie type of games. It's a great game, bro. Great game. And the DLC is quite good. It was not bad. The DLC was pretty good in that. You don't do too much crazy shit, but it's a nice add-on. Path tracing, yeah, I heard. That is the way forward, bro. That's the next gen kind of leap. Path tracing on some of these games that look crazy with all that lighting. That'll be the one. You know, I want to pull this one shit up before we go, and we'll close that year. Where are we now? 1 second. Expedition was 20 million. I think it was 10 million euros. I think they were saying. I think it's 10 million euros or something. So it'll equate to like 20 million dollars or something. If I'm correct. Like if it's 10 million pounds, I think over there is like 18 million, probably 17, 18 million dollars or something like that. Something like that, I think it is. I might be wrong, but I think it was European, so it's a bit different then. But let me pull this shit up here. Let's go. Where are we now? 106.40. Hit that like button, homies, if you're having some fun. Now, news is coming out. But bro, this Netflix, have you seen this Netflix fee for shit? Damn. I'll say this here. When it comes to the consoles, Xbox zoom in. Look at this shit. Now we know why the Xbox sales are down. Their prices are going up. They're not moving the budgets, but 70% down year over year. But what's interesting though is as of right now, the PlayStation 5 is down 40%. Would you look at that? What is going on with the console space? What is going on in the gaming industry? Is them $500 to $700 consoles a bit too much? 70%, we know Xbox is gonna get an ass whooped because they're not putting the prices down at all. But PlayStation is down as well, and they're doing some great deals. That's crazy, bro. The Switch 2 will be driving the market, but you know what? Do you know what can drive the market when it's good sales? That's what can push, like, you know. But I don't feel like these companies don't want to take too much of a hit. They'll do it for a bit, then they step back, and different companies will do different shit. Like the Series X should be $299 now. You know, some shit like that. That's the way it should be, but or you know, $349 or something. But shit, here we are. Shit's still expensive. So the PlayStation 5 is down as well that much, bro. I got a thing here, bro. Let's look at this shit here. It seems just like it's decreasing all of this shit. I don't know if it's the time we're living in, the economy as well. It is different, bro. You can't compare it to previous gens. You're 100% right, bro. It's hard to compare it to previous gens, or you know that the USA in video games 2025 November reports, the year-on-year total spend decreased by 4% to 5.9 billion. What was it last year then? Was it 7 or 6? I can't remember. Hardware spend dropped by 27% as well, minus 27% as well. 690, fucking hell, it's going down, bro. Black Ops 7 was the hashtag #1 selling game, followed by Battlefield 6 and NBA 2K. So yeah, so Battlefield's still, still a great selling game. The best selling game was Battlefield of 2025, though. Wow, woo, shit. What's going on, Yobi? 2025 Battlefield. I know that they had a longer time in the charts, but 2025 Battlefield 6 #1 selling game for 2025 so far. Will that change next end of this month? Well, I don't know. We'll see. Now Call of Duty saw double digits decline in the full game dollar sales compared to November 2024. I'm not surprised as well with that because of the game's got low reviews and Game Pass as well. On top of that, the PlayStation 5 was the top selling hardware in November, followed by the Switch 2, and that's because of the Black Friday deals, which always when you put the deals on, it will sell. Oh shit, we got the NEX Playground. Oh shit, that come third place. In units sold, but Xbox was third place in dollars. Right. 1.6 million units of video games hardware was sold in November as well. The lowest since 90. Oh shit. The lowest since 1995. Oh shit. Now let me highlight this. Xbox Series consoles dropped 70%, which we know. PlayStation is down 40%, and the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 were down 10%. Bro, shit. And if these RAM prices coming next year in effect, shit. The average price for a new unit of video game hardware was $440. See, this is the part we're talking about, Emmett. Look at this shit here. The average price is $440, but in 2019 it was $235. Now, game content spending increase is up by 1%. Woo! And the PlayStation DualSense Midnight controller is the top selling accessory. You know, as time goes on, there's a lot of shit happening, bro. Console prices are high, not lower, and sales are going down. I'm not surprised. Who would what's going on, Spartan? What's going on, G? What's up? That does not surprise me one bit. If the console prices stay high, shit, decline's gonna happen, and that's where we are right now. This is where we are. Reality. Shit is looking spooky right now with the hardware. Are people willing to pay the premium prices? And that's the beauty about what Xbox is trying to do. Trying to eliminate the access to entry point, which they've been trying for a long time. Because they know people ain't going to be buying 500 to 700 or 999 boxes in the future. They ain't going to be selling them like that for fun. Pony's still trying to talk shit. Are they still trying to talk shit? You know, and that's what the Fire Stick, you know, these cloud entry points, that's the new entry point for these new gamers, I believe, as well. Mobile gaming, you name it, all of that shit, that's the new entry point. Hardware, they're still talking shit there, man. Keep them receipts, bro. We see how times go. We'll see how it goes next year when the RAM prices increases. We see how that plays out even more. We know shit's gonna go even worse next year for some companies. Nintendo Switch 2 is a bit scared as well because of what's gonna happen, and they need to sell like that. So we'll see how that plays out, bro. But here we are, guys. You know, AI is gonna be part of the future. Consoles gonna have more problems, more struggle more in the future as well with the price increases when that comes into effect because of the RAM prices. I don't know what 2026 is gonna, how 2026 with the hardware, how that's gonna play out. But Phil was right, Jube. Phil has been right most of the time. The console space ain't growing anymore. And that's why Xbox, the ecosystem is amazing for us guys, because we can see it, what they're trying to do. Even though they're getting the ass whooped in the console space, they're trying to go to that direction where I know that it's corny when they say this is that's an Xbox, this is an Xbox and all that stuff. But they're trying to hit that entry point. If you got a tablet, bro, that's an Xbox. If you got a mobile phone, that's an Xbox. If you got an Android TV, that's an Xbox. Fire Stick, that's an Xbox. Android box, Nvidia Shield, you name it, that's an Xbox. That's what they're trying to do, bro. That is the target. Break down them barriers. You ain't gonna be breaking down barriers with $799 consoles. We know that. And if they can achieve that and make it much easier to the entry point, that could help them in the future and be ready for the future. And I believe that is the target for Xbox. The cloud push will be that definite, 100%. But will they still provide consoles? I really do believe they still provide consoles with a premium price in the future. That's where we are right now. Shit. You know, we'll see how it will play out. I'll be like, for me, I think 2026 is gonna be when it comes to games, I think it'll be one of the greatest years in gaming history. But there will be a lot of downs as well, for sure. But when it comes to the gaming, portion, no doubt, I reckon 2026 will be one of the best years ever for us guys. So let's enjoy it, guys. But anyway, I'm gonna close this shit out. I'm gonna close this shit out now. But shout out to you guys as well. Have a great time. Be safe. Holidays next week as well. Just for if Dirt's still in the chat, TTS this Friday will be at 12 p.m. Eastern. So because I gotta go early for Avatar. TTS this Friday. Gaz is in the chat getting all pissed off and all that shit with AI. Oh, Gaz, you seen the shit crying about AI? Come on, stop it. These guys are crybabies now. But I'll say this. TTS this Friday is 12 p.m. Eastern, guys. Just to let you know. So obviously, because I'm going to go watch Avatar in IMAX, so I got to leave early. Gaz is pro AI. But Gaz knows the future, bro. Like, you got to look ahead and see what you can do with this shit. AI is going to take Gaz's job. But shit, AI kind of, simplify certain shit. So, if that can help it, that can help it, bro. People will use it to help it. Save time, boom, jobs are good one. Yeah, Avatar, bro, I'm ready for that shit. That's on Friday, so TTS will be at 12 p.m. Eastern, guys. But yeah, guys, keep talking that shit, you piece of shit. I remember Gaz said this shit back in the days. Who remembers this shit?
It's cheaper, it's more powerful, you've got more games coming out for it, camera's not being forced on you, multi-platform games look better on it.
PlayStation.
Who remembers that shit? Gaz, do you remember that shit? Do you remember that shit, Gaz? Tell me. And do you remember this shit as well, Gaz?
But
I'm
bro,
definitely expecting.
this
When you were
could be
hyping
actually
State
a
of
killer.
Piss.
Bro, last time I said this, I got murked for vouching for Sony. So, but I don't care anymore. I reckon this could be a potential. We're getting murked again, aren't it? I reckon it's going to be a mad show. You're not only showing hardware, you got Ghost of Tsushima 2, which everyone knows that's what they're making.
Yeah.
If they this show that I loved Ghost of Tsushima, man. I thought
Oh, yeah?
it was criminally underrated. If your Metacritic doesn't, if it matters to you, that will just blow people away
Oh, yeah?
instantly. So
A few moments later.
Yo, Gaz, how does it feel to be a bitch? Are you still in the chat? Are you still in the chat? Where are you now, punk? Don't run. Do not run. Oh, shit. You're not. Oh, shit. Yo, that shit was funny, though, man. The Ghost of Yote. Shit. Yo, you ain't lying about it. Shots fired. Shots fired. Yeah, that's right, bro. I'm going to have some lamb chops. That's what I'm going to have right now. Some mashed potato. Maybe mashed potatoes. Some veggies. That type of shit. But let's end it again with Gaz talking that shit once more.
But
I'm
bro,
definitely expecting.
this could be actually a killer show. Bro, last time I said this, I got murked for vouching for Sony. So, but I don't care anymore. I reckon this could be a potential. We're getting murked again, aren't it? I reckon it's going to be a mad show. You're not only showing hardware, you got Ghost of Tsushima 2, which everyone knows that's what they're making.
Yeah.
If this show that I loved Ghost of Tsushima, man. I thought it was
Yes.
criminally underrated. If your Metacritic doesn't, if it matters to you, that will just blow people away, like instantly. So,
A few moments later.
Woo! I don't make shit up. I don't lie. There's no need to lie over petty shit. Remember that. There's no need to lie over petty shit. That's what I'm gonna say. That was funny though. Yeah, but that's some funny shit. But anyway, guys, take care, be safe, and don't forget, keep talking that. Listen to me. I got something for you guys. 1 second. Let's bring back a classic. I got something for you. Where are we now? Keep talking that shit. I'm out. Hey, yo, Rene. I'm out.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Take a look at this shit. What you're about to see is a transformation of a pony bot. Is this what you want to become? Once again, look at his motherfucking eyes roll up like the motherfucking Undertaker. This is the type of shit it takes to be a pony bot. I will never, ever become a pony bot. This is some nasty ass shit. This is some like it shit. This is some like welcome to daddy shit. I don't know what the fuck is this shit anymore. I lost. This is some exorcist shit. You name it. This is some Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit. I don't know what to say anymore. Look at this shit carefully. This is some Freddy Krueger shit. Look at the milk as well coming out. I don't know if that's milk. I don't know if that's semen, horse piss. You name it. I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. But I won't do this shit. This is some next level shit. Is this what you want to become? A pony bot. This is what it takes. This is the ritual to become a pony bot. Nasty ass shit. I'm out.